Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. 10 habits making you the world's greatest overthinker. I used to have that title. Now you do. Can I get a hello there? Anxiety is what grips so many of us right now on the planet. You're up late, biting your fingers, your nails. Where did they go? Analysis is paralysis. And what's helped me along my journey become my greatest version is to realize that whatever you think, you are creating, because our thoughts create reality. But what happens when we are thinking way too much? We're going to have way too many problems. So I held this title, I'm proud of it, the world's greatest overthinker, up until about a week ago. And I'm going to share with you some of the habits that made me the world's greatest overthinker. The first habit is reading into everything. Is that you? You get a text message which says, "Hi." You're thinking right now. Not just for 5 minutes, but you've been thinking for a whole hour. Are they saying hi because they want to be friendly? Are they saying hi because they couldn't think of anything else to say? So we're really worried and scared right now. Because analysis is paralysis. So what helped me deal with this was just phoning them. Go and meet them. But realize that we can't control other people. It's impossible. Only our own internal condition. So ask yourself, why do I want to control how someone responds or treats me? Why do I want to control that? The more you let go of control, then you stop reading into things, you stop being this overthinker. The second habit is taking everything personally. Oh yes, we all do that. We always think that the whole universe revolves around us. Until we go to the ocean and we see the waves and we realize we are actually this tiny little dot. Just like a grain of sand. Yeah, hurts, right? What helped me deal with this was seeing the big picture. Put things in perspective, and now you stop overthinking. The third habit a lot of us have is we are always waiting for the perfect moment. We are keeping alive this inner perfectionist, always. Because no matter what we do, no matter how hard we try, it's just never good enough. So we find ourselves procrastinating, not doing anything. We're thinking about what we're going to do. You ever meet someone who told you what they were going to do for like 2 hours and still didn't do anything the next 2 weeks? But they had a good story for you. A lot of us are kept in our minds when we have to start moving into our hearts. That was me along my early journey. And it all started when I was waiting, when I was sitting on the sidelines. That's when you start getting all kinds of thoughts pop into your head. But once you step into the radical action, you're on cruise control. Number 4 is you are critical of what you do, wear, and eat. Yes. You judge yourself. You are your own hardest critic. How I dealt with this was being easy on myself. Don't be so hard on yourself, because there are plenty of people to do that for you. Don't worry. I've even got a friend that can do that for you. I got 2 actually. So just be easy. That helps us to stop overthinking. The fifth habit a lot of us have is we are critical of what everyone else does, eats, and wears. Sometimes you might be looking at someone else's profile and say, who do they think they are? So whenever we are caught up in that competitive mindset, we start to overthink, because once again, it emanates from a place of survival, a place of lack. And the greatest illusion is the one of lack, because we are living in a universe of infinite abundance. Once you align yourself to that frequency, everything blossoms. And that is how to stop overthinking. Be happy for people. You don't have to judge someone, especially when you don't even know who the hell they are. How nice of you. Number 6 is that we remind ourselves of who we are every single day. We say to ourselves, we say to other people, do you know who I am? 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 Do I know who I am? Because many times, respectability can become a trap. For a long time, I used to think I was my profession. But that's a function, it's not who I am. I am energy underneath everything. And that helps me to stop overthinking. We have to let go of these labels society has placed on us, or we have placed on ourselves. Number 7, a lot of us, we get caught up in overthinking when we are reminiscing about our past. How good it was, the good old days. Or how good it's going to be because it's terrible here. Once again, all anxiety emanates from the desire to escape the present moment. So what helped me along my journey was just to go out into nature, tap into more mindfulness meditation just by being more aware of what I'm feeling right now, not what I'm gonna feel or what I did feel. Not what I did feel back in the day, because let's face it, a lot of us, we've all had wonderful times before in the past, but that's done and dusted. What are you doing right now? That's the only thing that matters. Once you realize you don't have to think about how good life is, you just have to feel it, then you stop overthinking. And number 8 is what I call delete and upload. Delete and upload. Delete and upload. Delete. You get the picture. How many times have you posted a picture and say, actually, I had a bit of, what did I have on my face? You didn't have your makeup on if you're a woman. You didn't have the right shirt on. Your neck wasn't at the right angle. It should have been like this, right? It was a bit like that. Get it right next time. So whenever we are always judging ourselves and it's never good enough, whenever we feel inadequate, once again, we fall into that overthinking mindset. Do you know some of the people who don't overthink what they do? I'm one of them. And what I realize is that not caring what other people think is the greatest form of self-love. Not to worry what people think of you, the expectations, because all of this creates a lot of doubt. It's not easy to do because, yes, we want to please people, but you have to remind yourself, who cares? Just say, who cares? And then you'll be all right. Number 9 is that you hold the past against yourself. Yes. Whatever happened 10 years ago, 20 years ago, you're still reliving that story. That's what keeps us in that overthinking mindset. So what I did along my journey was just to realize that the past has helped me get to where I am today, but I am not that story. I have the power to rewrite the story in the present moment. So now you stop overthinking. And number 10 is, I know why you can't sleep at night. Not what you did last summer. I know why you can't sleep at night. Because you're thinking about that person who gets on your nerves, who got on your nerves at work, who got on your nerves when you were driving somewhere. Why do we always think about people that we don't resonate with just before bed? Isn't that the worst time to think about them? Because now we step into that overthinking mindset. At least think about them at least 3 hours before bed, not just before you get into bed. Because whatever you focus on grows. That's what I've realized along my journey. When you think of people that uplift you, when you think of people that serve you, when you think of people, okay, I get it, Ralph. Yes, that love you. Now you stop overthinking. You step into the feeling. Because overthinking is created through uncertainty. The greatest way to stop overthinking is to let go of who we think we are. And that means we have to let go of who we think other people are to free ourselves. Everything starts with our mind. Our heart first, actually. Then it goes to our mind. But if the mind is cloudy, we can't even begin to enter our heart space, which is really, that is really where our true freedom lies. So just remind yourself, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to get everything right. Have fun. That's what we're here to do. Remind yourself that. Most of all, have a wonderful day. We are here, infinite waters, diving deep. Once again, stay well, stay healthy. Peace.